Now, you remember the guys who started doing warrantless wiretapping, of course, was the Bush administration. The liberals were very mad about that, including President Obama. In fact, my favorite quote comes from Eric Holder. Now, this is not when he was Attorney General. He's, of course, currently the Attorney General. This is back when Bush started doing warrantless wiretapping. He said, quote, "I never thought I would see a president act in direct defiance of federal law." Now, of course, he is supposed to be the main upholder of that law as Attorney General now, where he completely agrees with what Bush did under warrantless wiretapping. In fact, the warrantless wiretapping was just extended, and the person responsible for making sure that they continue to be in direct defiance of federal law is Eric Holder. Now, Eric Holder will say, no, it's okay, we changed the law so that what was previously illegal is now legal, so I feel better. Really? But you're doing the same exact thing that you thought was so outrageous before. What a bunch of unbelievable hypocrites. So the Wall Street Journal gets to brag about it. So they wrote an editorial. Of course, this is now owned by Murdoch's News Corp. They say, wiretapping, which you may recall liberals portrayed during the George W. Bush era as an illegal and unconstitutional license for co-president Dick Cheney and his spy masters to bug the bedrooms of all U.S. citizens. But now Washington has renewed the 2008 amendments to the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act that were due to expire at the end of 2012 with no substantive changes and none of the pseudo-apoplexy that prevailed during the Bush presidency. Score one for the Wall Street Journal. Unfortunately, they're only 100% right about that. So all those liberals, where are you? I know some of you are out there, and guys, a lot of you watch this show, right? But all those pseudo-liberals and pseudo-progressives think, that's our guy, let him be brazen and do warrantless wiretapping and rip up the Fourth Amendment, who cares? In fact, it's not just his supporters, it's Congress. Look at House, 301 to 118. FISA upheld again the changes to the FISA rules. Senate whistled through, as the Wall Street Journal explains, 73 to 23 in the Senate. Now, finally, the Wall Street Journal rubs it in your face just a little bit more. They say, if the imperial presidency is only imperial when the president is a Republican, at least that doesn't represent a real political conviction, merely naked partisanship. Unfortunately, also true. Warrantless wiretapping was illegal, unconstitutional, and a terrible idea under Bush. It remains completely unconstitutional and a horrible idea under President Obama. If you think you're being progressive by just cheerleading a totally non-progressive president who happens to call himself a Democrat, you don't understand policy, you don't understand ideology, you don't understand principle, you don't understand the Constitution. All you understand is, who's on my team? Oh, if my team is doing it, then it's just swell. It isn't. It's taking away our rights. It was unacceptable under Bush. It's unacceptable under Obama.